This is my bestie. This is Shirley. And we are here to do a energetic reading for the collective. We had set out some time ago to do a series of videos called Coffee and Cards with Besties. And life got in the way. So we weren't able, we did one or two, maybe three. And life got in the way. I ended up having my surgery. And so we weren't able to carry on with it. But we really want to do it. So we're here, we're back here to do it again. And you want to say something?
Hi guys. To all you guys, I hope things are going awesome, Dolly.
Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do is first I'm going to say like a little prayer. And then I'm going to do some sage, probably Palo Santo instead. And then I have some card decks, very healing, beautiful light worker messages and archangel messages here that we're gonna pull out and share together. And yeah, we're just gonna hang out and spend time raising our vibe, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to start out by saying only beings of love and light and high vibrational frequency are allowed in this space, in this moment, in this here and now. I'm asking for all of my protectors, my guides, my angels, my ancestors of the love and the light only, to come in this moment and just hang out with me and my bestie while we raise the vibe, and to just surround us with a loving, healing light, and anyone who's watching this as well. And I ask that some beautiful, clear messages come through me that I can share with the collective that's going to help someone, anyone, hopefully everyone in the process. Hopefully there will be a message in this video that will help somebody tremendously, and I'm asking for that as well. So I thank you. So be it. All right. So let's start out with some Palo Santo. I just filled this thing up yesterday, so it should be good. I've got texts coming in. Only beings of love and light, only high vibrational beings of love and light. Blessings, bestie.
Blessings, baby.
And blessings to you as well, all my watchers. Oh, I forgot to light my incense. So I'm going to be burning this beautiful lavender rope incense, or not lavender, sorry, sandalwood rope incense that I recently received. I absolutely love the smell. I burned one. I did a personal reading for someone last night, and I burned one during that reading, and it was amazing. Okay, there it goes. I have a fan at my feet because it's very hot in this room. So if you see the curtain moving around behind me, that is not spirit doing that. That is the fan that's at my feet, just so that you know. I had that one time I was doing a video and I had a fan at my feet and the curtain kept moving behind me, and I had so many comments where people were like, oh, the curtain's moving behind you. There's somebody there with you. The curtain's moving behind you. And I'm like, no, that's just the fan. So, all right, let's light a candle. This one's almost done, but we'll use this one. Very good. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll. So, should we do the dice first?
Yes.
I haven't done them in so long. Okay, let's do the dice. Let's see, I'll do this one. This one. I just dropped one. That's all right, I have another one like that. This one. All right. So I've got 5 dice here, divinary dice, that I'm gonna roll and see what we get. Should I throw them all at once, or should I do them one at a time? What?
I haven't even used mine yet.
You haven't? I know. I've been really busy too with the house hunting thing. It literally consumes every minute of my day and every bit of my emotion. So I've decided to allot a certain amount of time during the day to working on house hunting, and then to stop because it's so frustrating and overwhelming. So I will stop, and then I put that away. And this was advice that was given to me by my bestie that she received from her bestie that's now one of our spirit guides. Her name is Lori Haddishell. She's very present in both of our lives. But Shirley knew her in human form for 30 years. Yeah, 30 years. So when I met Shirley, her best friend in spirit came to me, and she now is here like almost every day, like constantly, because we talk about her all the time. So that brings her energy to us. But all right, let's start with, let's do the planets. Okay, let's see what planet energy from the planets needs to be brought to somebody's attention. Okay. Ta-da. Oh my gosh, that is Saturn. Saturn. Okay, so the energies for Saturn are karmic cycles and relationships. So karmic cycles are something that we bring with us from past lives and take with us into continuing lives. And one of the reasons we are here, not really reasons, but one of the things that we do while we're here is we create karma, and then we fix our karma, or we release our karma, and we work through it. So there may be someone out there who's dealing with some kind of karmic cycles that they need to break. And that's intuitively, that's kind of what I'm picking up. There's some karmic cycles, and it could be anything. It could be relationship, and because it says relationships with it as well, or because it means relationships energy as well, I'm feeling like there's some karmic relationships out there that may need to be acknowledged and worked through. So that's the message I'm getting through that one. All right, let's do numerology here. I have my little cheat codes here if you're wondering what I'm looking at. Okay. I know that you have karmic cycles that you've been working on, where you were abused as a child. Her mother had Munchausen by proxy, and her mother tried to kill her as a child. Her brother, her sister, they all were victims. But it then trickled down to her daughter. When her daughter was born, it started going. Now she wasn't doing it; her mom was doing it to her daughter. So that's a cycle, and I don't know if maybe something like that happened to her in a past life or in her childhood or whatever, but those are like a karmic. That left Shirley with a huge amount of karma, and that she was stuck in this karmic cycle for a really long time, and recently was able to release herself from that, mainly because her mother in spirit had done a lot of work on herself and was able to release herself from it. And that's kind of how it works. So... okay, let's see what number we get. Ooh, we got number 9. Ooh, 9 is higher learning. Intuition. It can be travel, but mostly 9 means like personal growth. And for me, doesn't that feel like awakenings? That's a message for people out there who are going through awakenings, maybe going through some dark night of the soul. I actually know a few people who are doing that right now, who are going through some pretty intense dark night of the soul. And I'm feeling like that's just a message for them, that it's being acknowledged that there is some dark night of the soul going on. This could have something to do with these karmic relationships too. So for those of you out there who are going through some dark night of the soul, hang in there. You got to do it. It's not a question of whether or not you want to. If you want to do any personal growth, if you want to do any soul evolution at all, you have to work through those dark night of the soul. Otherwise, you're stuck right there. So... okay, let's see. Let's do the tarot and the elements. So tarot is basically elements. It is ruled by water, air, earth, and fire. So we've got water, air, earth, and fire, and then we've got some different, the different tarot, which is like the pentacles, the cups, the swords, and the wands. So let's see what energy needs to be brought to attention. We got the cups. This is emotions. This is love. This is emotions. So I'm feeling like this goes right along with the karmic cycles. This goes right along with the personal growth. And the relationships. There's some kind of loving relationships that are battling right now. That's being brought to the forefront. Okay, let's see what we get from the moon phases. And we've got the first quarter. Let's see. It says, ooh, this one goes for challenging situations. It's so right on with this. This goes for challenging situations, challenges. And it also is taking action. So this is the energy of seeing a challenge in front of you and actually taking action. This is when the moon sees this challenge of becoming a full moon, and it goes forward doing that. And it might feel overwhelming because here's this little tiny sliver of a moon. How's it going to become the full moon? They takes action, it happens. So if that makes sense, you're being told, take some action within these karmic cycles that you're stuck in, relationship issues, emotional, maybe you're going through like a phase of just having a hard time controlling your emotions. It could be pointing out your empathic abilities as well, because as empaths, we are so affected by other people's emotions, and we don't always know that it doesn't belong to us. So that's being brought out. And we got one more here. This is the zodiacs. So this may be you. This may be someone you know. This may be someone you're having a relationship issue with. Or this just may very well just be the energy of this zodiac that needs to be brought to attention for somebody. Okay? And we got Scorpio. Okay? So, where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Okay, Scorpio. So the definition that goes with the divinary dice for Scorpio is emotional depth. I'm not even kidding. Emotional depth and shadow work. I am not even kidding. Absolutely not even kidding. That is exactly, okay, that's a confirmation for me. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. That is a confirmation for me. Absolutely. There is someone out there going through some shadow work. It's been very, very challenging for you. It is, there's some karmic ties, karmic debt tied to it. It's been very emotional. You've been dealing with some supercharged emotions, and it probably doesn't help that we are getting ready to have the second supermoon in a row. But let me tell you, we got 2 more to go. So we got to get a handle on those emotional roller coaster rides that we take ourselves on. And I am super guilty of that. So that advice is for myself as well. But so yes, there is some shadow work. You're being told you got to do this. You just got to do this. You got to buckle down and do this. Maybe what you can do, this is being brought to my attention, is do exactly what the advice that my bestie gave me is you take everything and you compartmentalize it, and you put every individual thing in, say, in a box. Okay. Now, when you go to work on your shadow work, you take down one of those boxes and you work on that and that only. When you finish, you put it away, or even if you don't finish it, when you're tired, you put it away and you come back and revisit it later. But it works so well for me. It really does. It helps me so much. It works so well for me to not feel so overwhelmed by the bigger picture. So when you're dealing, I'm feeling like Spirit is saying with this very challenging shadow work, take it one little step at a time. Go slow, but do it. Take action, but be mindful in the action you take by compartmentalizing the different aspects of what you're going through. The emotional aspect, the secure aspect, the financial aspect, the outcome. I mean, what you need to do to if you need to connect a relationship with somebody, you start with contacting them. See how that goes. That kind of thing. You just put things into a box and do them one at a time, one step at a time. What do you think? Yes. So she had Lori had a show, had 7 kids. Were they all biologically hers?
Yes.
Wow, she had 7 kids. Kudos. I could never do it. 7?
Every birth control out there, the doctor couldn't believe it. It was meant to be.
She tried every birth control out there and the doctor couldn't believe it. Oh my God, they were all meant to be, every single one of them. She had twins even. Okay, so yeah, that is such a helpful tool that I have started using as a suggestion by my bestie. And when she gives me suggestions, I listen and I take it into account and I take that action. She does the same when I give her suggestions, because she knows as well as I do that we are never going to give each other bad advice. We're never going to tell each other to do something that's going to hurt ourselves or each other. So we've got that trust, and that's what makes you so amazing. I love you, bestie.
I love you too.
Okay, I'm going to start with an archangel. I'm going to go for my archangel fire oracle, and we're going to start off with asking a beautiful archangel to bring, we need archangel energy in this moment. And just let us know. I don't know if it's an archangel that needs to come in and help with the shadow work that someone is experiencing. But that's what I'm kind of asking for right now. We need archangel energy to help our beloveds through their shadow work experiences. I'm asking for an archangel to come in, bring in your presence in this moment. Who do we need to focus on? Whose energy is predominantly needed in this here and now moment? Hopefully about the shadow work, but that's not guaranteed. Oop, there we go. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. We got Shekinah. Shekinah is the divine feminine. Okay, let me read 39. Wow. That's perfect. That's literally God in female form. Okay. Oops. One more page. Okay. Shekinah. Shekinah is, I'm going to hold the card up so you can look at her beautiful self. Ooh, let me move these out of the way. There we go. All right. Shekinah is the divine mother, the feminine aspect of Archangel Metatron. Oh, I was wrong. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I stand corrected. Shekinah refers to the energy of the divine feminine. Oh, I was right about that. Okay. The actual word in Hebrew means presence of God or glory of God. Yes. So it's like God answering you. That's okay. I was right. Sorry. She's also known as the dwelling for God or the setting of God. And she represents the epitome of universal matriarchal unconditional love. So this is the divine mother here. This is the divine mother coming in to help you through your shadow work. Okay. This is, when we're, as in our human nature, as I'm trying to say, in our human nature, when we are going through a hardship, the first thing we think of is, I want my mommy, right? I mean, even if it's an abusive mommy, that's the first thing we think of. It is in our nature to want your mother. That is your divine protector. That is the person that brought you here. That is the person that nurtures you, that teaches you, that puts her everything into you to make sure that you have a good life and that you're a good person and that you have a good setting for your life. So we always want our mother. So those of you out there who are going through your shadow work and you're really struggling through the challenge, you need to call on Archangel Shekinah. You need to call on Shekinah. She is the divine mother, okay? It says, if the divine masculine is represented by expansion, the divine feminine energy is that of drawing in, coming together, and of bringing people together. So I got relationships in the dice. So it may be that energy of Shekinah needs to come in to help you to draw a truce or an understanding or some forgiveness on either part, okay? The Great Mother Shekinah is the female aspect of the highest source of creation, just like I said. She is the divine mother, the original goddess, the female representation of our Creator as shown by the wise female elder in her oracle. So here it's showing her as a wise female elder. This energy exists within each of us, no matter whether you are a man or a woman. When I first... Oh, I'm not going to read that part. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to read of that. Okay, I will read her message because she's got a beautiful message, okay? Awaken, my daughters. Now you are free. Awaken, my daughters. Now you can speak. Awaken, my daughters, now you shall see. Awaken, my daughters, now you can be as mighty, as powerful, as magnificent as me. The Shekinah lives within you. Isn't that beautiful? I love that so much. So, going through some shadow work, call on Shekinah. I'm going to actually set her up so I can have her. I know you guys probably can't see it that well, but let me move this. Here we go. I'm going to use my coffee cup as a prop. Okay, there's Shekinah. Thank you so much. I'm thanking and showing gratitude and welcoming and becoming open and receptive. The energy of Shekinah. Love it. Okay, Bessie, you get to pick the next one. So I've got empath, light worker, medicine woman, crystal medicine, and law of positivism.
Laws of positivism.
Okay, I love that one too. This is a new one for me. Natalie from Awakened Intuitive Tarot. Please go check out her channel. She does amazing readings. She does a lot of zodiac, a lot of astrology. She also does readings on the Skinwalker Ranch and Blind Frog Ranch and places in Utah where she's from that are paranormal and things like that. Her videos are quite long, but she does timestamp all of them. So if you want, she also does pick-a-piles. That's her newest thing. She's doing pick-a-piles like every day, and her pick-a-piles are freaking amazing. So yeah, go check out Natalie's channel. But Natalie from Awakened Intuitive Tarot, she gave me this beautiful oracle because she spoils the crap out of me. We do that for each other. Actually, we send each other. If I find a really cool deck of cards, I'll order one for her too, and she does the same. We both have such an intense like passion for the collection, card collections. I only have a few other people on this planet who I am close with. That actually I don't know if there's a couple of people I know who are as. Okay, I'm being told to shut up and pull a card. Sorry. Okay, what beautiful message of positivism do we need to share with the collective today, Spirit? What beautiful message of positivism should I share with the collective? Okay, I just got a vision in my head. I'm going to do this. Okay. Got it. Let's see what we got. Energy is crazy. Okay. Oh, this is amazing. Okay. This one says what it is it's a picture. I'm going to describe it first, okay? It's a picture of a large body of water, and in the middle of that body of water, there's like almost like a Celtic design that looks like a lotus flower, and coming out of the lotus flower are little orbs of light. Off in the distance, there's some mountainous area. On the top of the mountain, there's a giant, what looks almost like a lighthouse type building, and it's got a bright light shining out over all the whole land. Okay, this is card number 34. That equals up to a 7. 7 is about growth, personal growth. So that makes a lot of sense. The message on this card is, I deserve to receive and give love. It's beautiful. This is the Shekinah energy that she is telling you going forward into the next card that you deserve that loving energy. You deserve to break those karmic ties. You deserve to be free of that pain, and you deserve to break free of this, to work through this shadow work. You deserve the reward that comes at the end after you have conquered that challenge.
Awesome.
Isn't that beautiful?
I love the meaning
too. I deserve to receive and give love. Love this deck. The messages are so healing. They're so healing. Like they put you, and when you speak, whenever you speak something out of your mouth, that you're putting that energy, that vibration, you're putting that frequency is coming out of your mouth, is going out into the universe. Okay, because everything we say is a frequency. Every sound we make is a frequency. So when we put that frequency of I deserve to give and receive love out into the universe, that's what comes back to us. We need to speak things into existence. I say it all the time, don't I? Speak it into existence. Speak it into it, because that vibration, that frequency you're putting out when you speak, it creates that reality for you. And I am not kidding. I mean this. So, yes, whatever you put out. So, tell yourself this every day. I deserve to give and receive love. I deserve to give and receive love. Make that part of your daily affirmations. If you don't do daily affirmations, you should be doing daily affirmations, right, Bestie?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Because that's speaking it into existence 100%. And it matters. It matters. I'm telling you, this is one of the ways that I heal my body. So it works. Okay, let's go forward, Bestie. You want to do light workers, empaths, medicine woman, or crystal medicine? Medicine woman. Me too. I love this one. This deck is amazing. I actually found this one. I should probably send this one to Natalie. This is the cover. Love it. Okay. This is a shamanic deck. So also very, very healing, because that's what shamans do. Very, very healing. This is kind of modeled after the First Nations people, who are very spiritual people. Very. Okay, let's see what beautiful message we can get. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is so familiar. I feel like I just pulled this card. I really feel like I just pulled this card for somebody. Okay, I got vision. This is somebody meditating. Oh, you're being told. Okay. The message through this one is also, I feel like this is for those of you out there who are going through shadow work. And if you're not going through shadow work right now, believe me, you will in the future. So this is why this is good for everybody. Meditation is so key. When you're doing shadow work, you've got to meditate. Meditating is our direct link to the source, to our guides, to the angels, the ancestors, the protectors. Meditation is where we open our mind up and we allow them to come in and give us information that we need. That's for our highest good. This one says, vision. I give you confidence in your divination talents. So you're being told right now the energy that you need to absorb, receive. You're worthy of receiving. So you need to receive the confidence in yourself that you can get through these moments of shadow work. Receive that. Take in that confidence. Be that confidence. You need to meditate. This is where you're going to receive your messages from your loved ones in spirit, from your guides, from your angels, your ancestors of the love and light. This is where you're going to receive your abilities. And so this message, I'm intuitively getting that this message is also not just for the people who are going through going through shadow work. This is for people who also, this is for everybody. This is for everybody. This is literally for everybody in the collective. We need to do more meditation. There's something coming. There's something coming. And it's going to test a lot of people. It's going to take a lot of people. It's going to turn everything upside down. And we need to start making our connection with Creator, with our guides, with our protectors, a lot stronger. So we need to spend more time meditating, my beloveds. We need to spend more time meditating. It's super important. I know my bestie does it every day. I do it every day. And when I first met her, she had not meditated. She didn't know how to meditate. Every time I told her she needed to meditate, she's like, "Are you kidding me? I have ADHD. I cannot meditate." But she can. She started slow with a few minutes at a time. She also found what is her mode of meditation. Everybody has their own mode. You can meditate by simply sitting there like this and staring at a candle and just pushing the thoughts out of your mind. Focus, get a picture of something. I always get a lotus flower in my mind, okay? I see it in my third eye. Focus on that lotus flower. Okay, focus on it. What I do is I let the lotus flower light up one petal at a time. That keeps my attention on it. So as I'm focusing on this lotus flower, I see the petal light up, the petal, and everything else in my mind goes away. Okay, now that I have only just the lotus flower in my mind, now I can let the lotus flower drift away and be empty. And that's how I open up a meditation. And from there it goes. It takes a lot of practice to go further and deeper, but that's how you start meditating. And it's so important. So that's the message we're getting. We need to meditate. Those of you out there with skills and abilities intact, and extra senses intact, which these are not extra senses. These are just senses that have not been used or not in use. Light workers, empaths, intuitives, mediums, we're being told to do some more meditation. Okay. I'm just going to put that back over here. Okay. What time? Well, let's see. I don't even know. I can't tell. Okay, what do you want to do next? Do you want to do the light workers, the empath, or crystal medicine?
Crystal medicine.
Okay. All right. This is also a shamanic deck. And I always pick this deck to throw in the mix because I am crystal medicine. Okay, what advice do we need? What advice do we need through the crystal medicine oracle? Whoop! Okay, that was like half the deck, so I'm not going to take that. What advice do we need? Woo, that just flipped like crazy. Okay, and we got, oh wow. We got rebirth. Oh, wow. We got rebirth. So this card is about working through those shadow aspects and rebirthing ourselves, getting rid of those karmic attachments. It's like a rebirthing because you're a new you. When you work through the shadow work and you get that behind you, it's a new you. There's some people out there who are going through some upgrades. This is what I'm being told. There's some people out there who are going through some soul evolution. It's pretty intense, okay? Not even so much shadow work, but that's happening. But there's also some individuals out there who are going through some downloads, some upgrades. They're evolving their soul. They're ascending, okay? They're going through, okay, and you guys, those of you who are doing this, you need to do more meditation. It's going to bring about this rebirth, this new you, okay? That's what I got out of that one. Does that make sense, Bestie? Okay. All right, I'm trying to kind of speed up a little bit because we have appointments today and I don't want this to go too long. Okay, light workers or empath?
Light workers.
Okay. So this is a message directly for the light workers. And asking my spirit guides and my protectors of the love and light, please bring through a beautiful message for the light workers. What do the light workers need to focus on in this here and now moment to help them as they work their light? Okay, I'm getting that vision again. I have to do this. Okay. Got it. It's like almost like a feeling of like when I feel the one I'm supposed to pick. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. It's card number 34. That adds up to a 7. We had 7 earlier. 7 is about personal growth. Let me, and it says hold your center. Okay. So those of you out there who are dealing with this challenging shadow work, you're being told to hold your center. Don't let it take you. Oh my gosh, didn't we just have a talk about this morning? Don't let it take you from a place that you have worked for and grown to become backwards, okay? Don't let it take you out of the situation you're trying to handle by putting you off on different rabbit holes. Hold your center so that you can focus on getting through this light work. Through this shadow work, through this ascension, for those of you that are going through your ascension process right now. Okay, it's a beautiful card. All right. It says, have you been rushing out to meet others, trying to bend or accommodate their needs at the expense of your own well-being and inner peace? Now you are to strengthen your own energy, your own boundaries, to find your ground. Firmly place your feet there and do not move. Feel your feet anchoring you like a beautiful tree. Let yourself experience quiet certainty as you hold your center with commitment, courage, and consciousness. So that is such a beautiful message. And like I said, the advice that Spirit's bringing forth here is to just hold your center. Take some time out for yourself. Remove yourself from the situation. Reassess. This is going to bring about that personal growth, that forward movement. Okay, we've got the empath deck left, so I'm going to grab that real quick, and then I'm going to do a quick message from the Soul Truth deck. You want to get yours out, and you can do one too? Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. I know. Okay, Shirley has the same deck as me. The Soul Truth deck is amazing. Okay, what do the empaths need to focus on? Whoop. Okay, we're not going to take those. The Soul Truth deck? I know. I do a lot of, I use it to do a lot of like TikTok videos. Because it gives beautiful advice. Okay, what did the empath, oh, I'm getting that vision again. Okay. All right. Okay, I got one. It took me a minute. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. Offering my gifts. I was just having a conversation about this with my bestie. I was also talking about this with Natalie and my other two besties, Natalie and Mandy, this morning, talking about whether or not I should be charging for my readings and that kind of stuff, and how I should be offering them, and just different things like that. So that's weird that this would come up right now. Okay, we got card number 12, offering your gifts. 12 adds up to a 3. 3 is about your circle of support. Okay, so this is what this one looks like. Very pretty. This deck is very abstract. So let's see what we get. What message we get here. Almost there, almost there. There we are. Okay. So the essential theme of this card is exploring different methods to share empathic gifts. Wow. Okay. So the ascension process that someone's going through, you're going to be exploring different methods of using your gift. Okay. Bringing to mind the reason behind our strong levels of empathy. This is understanding who and what we're about. Okay. Ensuring that we are balanced enough to provide accurate healing. So yes, we can't help anyone until we are centered and are helping ourselves. We can't help anyone until we help ourselves first. And that is so true. That is so true. So the meaning in this card, there are times when our empathic abilities are so overwhelming that it feels like a curse. That is one of the truest things that's been spoken today. This is a natural and normal thought to have. In reality, however, the times when we are empathically overloaded are of great teaching. It is a fear-based response to hold on to an idea that high amounts of empathy are a bad thing. Okay, so it is only fear-based to say, I can't be around this person because they are too emotional, and that's a bad thing for me. So that's what it's saying. That is not true. Okay, many strong empaths attempt to shut off the ability by becoming embittered, pessimistic, and negative. Very true. Denying. I don't know why I said deniability. Denying. Saying, denying their gifts, just denying that it's there. I know that you went through a stage of that in your life where you were scared of it, and so you shut it off, completely shut it down, denied it. Yeah, okay. This card encourages a change of perspective. Why do you demonstrate such high levels of empathy? It has a purpose. In fact, it is a very sacred purpose. Imagine if, or I should say when, the whole world utilizes empathy all day, every day. Wouldn't that be amazing? What a beautiful place to call home. While it can be dreadfully overwhelming at times, we empaths have an incredible gift. Our purpose is to help change the world and make it a better place. This echoes through time. The thing about empathy is that true empathy requires a compassionate response to the other party. It's not enough to simply experience and absorb the other party's emotional state of being. We must respond compassionately and kindly so that we can not only extract that energy from our own spheres, but create something light, gentle, and healing for the other party. This is empathic healing. Okay, so when I am interacting with someone who is dealing with a high level of emotion, and they're upset, they're having a bad day, or they're having some tragic thing happen to them, when I am dealing with them, rather than coming back to them by saying, oh, I understand because this happened to me, and that happened to me, and I went through this, and this, instead of doing that, you need to acknowledge what they're going through. I am so sorry this is happening to you. This must feel awful. Just know that you're a great person. You don't deserve this. You can make it through this. Don't go and counteract with talking about yourself, because that's not compassion. It's okay maybe at the end, or to incorporate a few little tidbits so that you're showing that you can understand and empathize because you've been through it yourself, but acknowledge in a compassionate way is basically what it's saying. Okay. Empaths have a goal of helping others step into their higher purpose. Hello. That's the meaning of my life right now. It is my goal. Especially since I went back to my classes now for the intuitive energy coaching. It is now my goal. It has always been my whole goal to help people. Always. I've always been, since I was little. And it's been in me. It's been part of me to share messages. Believe me, it's not an easy thing to do to walk up to a stranger on the street and say, hey, you have a spirit sitting next to you and they want you to know this. And it's not. And you never know how you're going to be received. And up until recently, it wasn't ever good. But recently in the past several years, mediumship, psychics, I don't really even like that word, but psychics, intuitives, I like that one better. That's how Natalie refers, intuitives, are much more accepted. They have all come out of the closet, so to speak. And unfortunately, it's also something that a lot of people will be fake. And not that they're fake necessarily, but that they're just not at the level of that they need to be in order to be, or that they're claiming to be. I'll just put it that way. Because everybody has the ability to do this with spiritual growth, okay, with soul evolution. But there are some people out there who don't want to do all the work to get there. So they claim to have the abilities that, yes, they could quite possibly have, but not quite yet, if that makes sense. I'm trying to be nice, but I don't want to just say, oh, there's a bunch of fake psychics, because I don't necessarily 100% believe that they're fake. They're just not at the level they claim to be. We'll just leave it at that. Okay, it says we have unique abilities that focus on genuinely helping others. Now, when someone pretends to be a psychic or pretends to have more, to have evolved their spirit and to be further along in their ascension process, and they claim to be able to do this and do that with it, and they really can't. Honestly, a lot of times they're coming from a place of good. They actually want to help someone. So the intentions behind it should be noted as well. Okay, that's all I wanted to say about that. Okay, this can never be done for the sake of ego. That's why I said that. It is natural to feel accomplished and proud of ourselves when we successfully assist in healing or providing insight for others in our lives. I was just saying this to Jane. My favorite part of doing, because I did a personal reading for someone last night and I sent it off to her and I told him, okay, there it goes. Now I just can't wait to get the feedback and see how good I did. That is my favorite part of doing a reading, is the confirmation that comes afterwards. So that's what it's saying. We're proud of ourselves when we have, and you should be. There's a difference between being proud of yourself for a genuine accomplishment and being egotistical and saying you're better than everybody because of it. Okay. It's not in your ego to be proud of yourself. It's not. So don't let that fool you. But it's important that we feel proud of ourselves. It gives us that energy to keep doing this, okay? It says this is something to be celebrated. We absolutely cannot exercise our gifts for the sake of social approval. And that's why I always said, I don't want to be popular on YouTube. It's not about going viral for me. It's about drawing in the individuals who are energetically, vibrationally matched to whatever message I'm giving at the time. It's not about a popularity at all. So that is true empath right there, okay? It says, it is important to admit either when we are wrong about something or if we don't know the answer. So that's another thing when you're using your empathic abilities out there and you're helping, say, with a reading or something. If you get some kind of a message, or you get, like, say you pull cards and you don't really know what that means, you need to say that. Or if you get something wrong, you need to say, oh, wow, okay, I was wrong, learning experience. Because we're always wrong and we're always right to some degree. So, but the whole thing is the intentions behind it. That's the whole thing in a nutshell. That's the most important thing, is the intentions behind it. So, all right. So I think this was a really cool high vibrational video. I'm going to go ahead and do a soul truth. This is soul healing. And this is your soul talking to you and bringing out a soul truth. So take what resonates. It's for this whole video. Take what resonates. And boy, I'll tell you, my shuffling is kind of not. I'm just going to do this again. My hands are so sore today. I was working on diamond art last night till late. So now my hands are sore. Okay, we'll take that one. Oh my gosh. This goes along with the ascension. This goes along with the soul growth, with this working through shadow work. Okay, it says, what am I looking for outside myself that is already inside myself? That would be Shekinah. Number one. Okay, also, like I said, you do have these abilities available to you. You just need to do some growth to get there to that point. And if you're there at that point, you know, as well as I do, that you're never done growing. Sometimes it takes going through moments and periods of shadow work to get past those stages to continue your growth. It's just like you can't jump over a hole and keep going, because that hole still remains there. And at some point, you're going to come back and fall in it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's just the vision I just got in my head. So, the other vision I got in my head is the vision of a big mountain, okay? And there's a trail that goes around the mountain, and there's a trail that goes up the mountain and down the mountain. And what I'm being shown is the struggle of climbing up that mountain, getting to the top, and the relief and excitement and happiness and wonder of being proud of yourself for doing that. Look what I accomplished, and how great it feels to go back down the other side knowing that you did that. You did all that work. So, does that make sense, Bestie?
Totally.
Okay, so it says, what am I looking for outside myself that is already within me? And on the back of the card it says, are you looking for more guidance? Thank you, Shekinah. Confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else. When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed. That's what we're talking about with the taking things and putting them in the boxes. We can become frustrated and never quite feel good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. We need to go in and do that inner child healing, the karmic cycle healing. All the answers you need are within you. So it's saying that today's soul action. Okay, here it is. Ready? Breathe in your favorite essential oil. So go get your favorite essential oil, okay? Inhale deeply. Now inhale it into your belly. So don't just fill your lungs, fill your belly, okay? Drop your shoulders and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answers. What did I say? Meditate. So that's the main healing advice we're getting today. Those of you out there going through your shadow work, going through your ascension processes, your awakenings, don't forget to meditate. It's super important. And know that you have divine feminine, you have your divine mother there with you through the whole process. So, all right, we're done. We're done. Okay, I gotta go. I've got stuff to do today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I love you, bestie.
I love you too.
Mwah. Bye.